So I got to watch The Forge on a Friday, and it was such a great movie. I loved it. It really pointed out how important discipleship is. And I think what I appreciated about it as a ministry person is the fact that the person that was doing the discipling was not like a ministry figure. They were not a pastor, they were not anything. And it just showed the kind of people we are meant to be as believers, right? When Jesus was speaking to the disciples in Matthew 28, he said, make disciples of all nations, right? So like when we are disciples, we can make disciples, right? So the reason why I want to make this video is because if you've watched it, I hope you have, because I don't want to create a spoiler. If you haven't, just skip the video right now. But if you've watched it, the part where the man that turns out to be the one that disciples a lot of other young men, when he saw this young man, he was filled with attitude, he had anger issues. He was supposed to dismiss him almost immediately, right? Like, you're coming to my place of work and being disrespectful, come out. But he was able to see that there's more that's going on with this young man, and he was able to give him grace. And I realized it's because he had gone through his own hurt. Later in the movie, he had gone through his own hurt. And so he was able to recognize when somebody else is going through something. That's why they're acting out. So the reason for this video is, I think one of the reasons why we go through what we do and why we, when we've overcome, why the Bible tells us to strengthen other people, is that it's far much easier for you to have like a heart for people when you've been through your own stuff yourself and God brings you out. You're much more sensitive to see, even though you see an angry person, you realize, no, like you wouldn't just be angry for no reason. Something must be going on. So instead of like dismissing people because they have attitude problems and character issues, how about we be the people that God can use to restore these people back to God, right? To sit with them, love them through their pain. Because it turned out the guy was actually a great guy. He just had daddy issues, right? So if everybody keeps dismissing him because of his attitude, which is like a branch, instead of going to the root of his issues, it means we are not helping our fellow brothers and sisters. And there's so many Christians that are like that. They may have like these character issues showing on the outside, but it's only because they've got so many root issues that we are not willing to, be a part of. Like the Holy Spirit can help us help them, if you know what I mean. So this is just to say, don't dismiss that person next time just because they seem to have an attitude problem. Yeah.